All the guys, let's go get on the plane. We approached the border guard. If I helped you, throw off the money for food, and in what way did it help? We are in shock. They don't let us go to the airport to fill out some shit, can you imagine? Friends, hello everyone. We are renting a hotel room now and will show you the way of sunny Phuket, I hope for sunny Bali. You have ordered a transfer of 800 baht to the airport with a stream. I can leave the phone number under the video. Always helps out for several years. Always arrives on time. Now let's go find out what we have there with the number. Katyusha is ready to go. Fly.
So somehow there is no Thailand at all. Damn, something a month and a half flew by like this. Generally unnoticeable. For some, we just came on a package tour for a week. Well, we didn't feel anything at all. In short, we are very sorry that we did not get a visa. And we have to fly away. Here, and we didn't stay a little longer in Tay. Well, somehow.
We'll be back.
We bought a car here, and that's all we have here, right? And it turns out I had to leave the car. It has to be handed over. And the apartments are all there at the ball. Also, in principle, although we have rented housing, but in any case we could stay here. I do not know why. Well, in short, we were stupid, but we will return.
What do you mean? Because Katya wanted to be at the ball when we arrived here, so.
And you wanted to go to the ball?
Well, I wanted to stop by, of course, to visit friends back and forth. Well, that's it, we're going. Now we have a plane to Klopper, there is a transfer and then we fly to the ball. In short, direct flights were not found from the bouquet only with a transfer.
And we also have.
For 27,000 rubles in rubles came out.
And we also have a beautiful, fashionable transfer all the time. Look, that the past, yes, is all there.
What is it?
Look what a beauty in general.
Well, yes, a typewriter on style. Or maybe they are such a complete set.
Yes.
These bikes are searched in bridges, when are cars checked? That's it, guys. And now there are new fines for driving without a license, something up to 10,000 baht or there is a jail cell. In general, we haven't had much to drink yet, but apparently they want to, so stock up on rights. It's easy to make a license in Bali, in India, somewhere in Sri Lanka. And it's a little expensive here.
Well, basically, how many have I been told?
10,000 baht, if you don't have such a category, you can do it for 10,000 baht without passing exams. Imagine, the guys drove to the airport in 50 minutes from the descendant. We are all in the international terminal, flying Batik Airlines. This is the first time we fly like this. We also had inconvenient flight departure times. Now we are still looking for a rack. It was the first time we had been asked for return tickets in the last few years, and well, I had a fake ticket with a fake something fake tricks for 10 bucks.
But I would like to say that we have an overload of 5 kilograms. You would have fucked us up a long time ago right now. And here they didn't even say a word at all. Therefore, we are going with an overload and they didn't even take money from us. And, of course, we received, as always, an honorable ass.
No, the 20th places, sort of.
25th.
Do you think there are 20 seats in total?
I think there are 30 and 25th places for us.
By the way, guys, you can get your taxes back before boarding the plane. Well, if, for example, an iPhone was bought in Thailand, only on the receipt, at the entrance to the airport you need to put a seal there. That's it, that's it. Something like 20%. We are working with them, waiting for our plane and see what kind of view it turns out we have here right on the sea. With this apartment next to the airport, on the other side. So red. Alright, guys, let's go get on the plane. Are you ready for takeoff?
Such a beautiful color.
Oh, damn, we're sitting on the wing with you, we want to. They rushed the OPU. And what kind of bay is this? The dog. The juice is eliminated by the islands. Sandwell happens. Beauty.
Something is shaking it all unreal. Well, fine, we'll fly to Bali in such clouds.
Fields. What is it, Pona or what? Palm tree. The flight is ours.
Something at the end.
In general, we have 1 hour for a transfer, and imagine, Kate needs to go on buses. I wonder if we'll make it or not. Now the bus is being recruited, because they got into a circular motion. Here the roads diverge shorter. From C22 we go somewhere over there. The guys ran. In short, we still have an hour, and in the course we arrived earlier than necessary. By the way, they asked for a vaccine. And they looked so quickly, they didn't even delve into it. Their weather is not happy. Look guys, cloud cover. It will shake along the way. Well, that's it, we sat down, waiting for the flight. Well, in short, I really liked how the vaccine is tested. It's just stupid there. Well, what are you showing there? You just show such a picture. Where is it? Somewhere. What's here? Two types of dose. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. That's how he checks the vaccine. No last name, I didn't look at anything, no dates. Now I almost started taking off the plane, I see my suitcase is lying, it's turquoise and we almost flew away without it. You have nothing of value there, I have a drone. Well, are the takeoffs ready? Ready? Are you afraid? No. Katia doesn't like it very much. Tridi doesn't like it. Yes. And we'll have to fly all winter. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He doesn't want to fly anywhere. By the way, the plane is half empty. Only we and the Indians are flying. Everyone, almost no one. We took off. See how many palm trees are growing here. Malaysia is one of the leading suppliers of palm oil to Russia, by the way. And Indonesia too. The vibration went, right? In resonance a little bit. Dutsabi vegetable garden, and how long before we will arrive, there will be such cannabis implantations. Legalize now. It will settle soon, they say. Who can sell, can't. Everyone decides. Quotas will be issued. The railway is below us. What houses are there? You see these high-rise buildings by the sea. That is, the sleeping quarter is kind of incomprehensible. It was late afternoon, we were all flying. What's interesting there?
The sea, the sun.
Thank you for flying. How simpler.
It won't fly yet.
Some kind of cloud cover. Lots of clouds. It's raining so far.
Well, despite this, the pilot is a professional, apparently, because he flew through all these clouds, unlike the first one, which those up to about.
Our road across the ocean is toll-free.
Sit.
So low, right?
Very low.
A little harsh. In short, we bought a visa for 500,000 rupees. It wants $15, count it, 2,500 rubles each. We approach the border guard. Something he asks us there, what is your job? I've never asked before. Then he writes to us on the phone. Throw something there, money for food. We are not quite like that at all. What the hell, it's my first time.
Road fire.
Yes, if I helped you, throw off the money for food. And in what way did it help? Well, in short, they were laughing at something and didn't get it at all. This is the first time. The border guards are already begging for money, it turns out. From tourists. Awesome. Chinese tourists poured straight into the package and Bali. That's it, now trouble will be everywhere. Yes, there's a family of 100 people. We go to this wealth, we can't wait for it, and they took off the car. Now we have to bring the car. We rented it for 4 million a month, that is, for 20,000 rubles a month. Much cheaper than at the faculty. The same.
To buy a car in Phuket, because there the prices are right well, generally bully specifically that it is more profitable to buy a car than to rent it.
That is, and they took off in general the same guy who was filmed last year for almost 6 months.
But it has already gone up in price. Last year, they were shooting for pennies at all. And this year, 50%.
Not much more expensive.
Well, 30%.
The pandemic was generally twice as cheap. 10,000 rubles a car a month. Poor suitcases. So it throws here too. This is some kind of system, you see a suitcase is a suitcase. It will push. It goes when the suitcases pass. Well, in short, in shock. They don't let us go to the airport to fill out some shit, can you imagine?
I'm returning it, think about it.
Nonsense, and some kind of passport, the flight number here. What number we have, and the fuck knows. For fun. Dekla, screaming. Awesome.
Some that.
That it was probably necessary to fill this thing at home. The QR code is issued after filling in, it is necessary to show them what it is for. While we were filling in, there was a huge queue formed here.
The queue.
From the airport, guys, 10,000 must be paid. That's 45 rubles. There is such a piece of paper, here you have 5 and 5, yeah. That's it, thanks. In short, they were getting a car now, it was a whole epic. Imagine, friends, in short, the internet barely works, you can't even send photos. And you'll find a dick there, because to hell with cars, to hell with people. Chinese, traffic jams, queues. And we somehow found ourselves. I transferred 8 million because I have a local card here. I translated from it what I did that year. Well, so it turns out we took the car, so far we will have this, and then he said he would bring us more to replace it. Well, how do you like it?
The replacement is better.
Not. Look, we arrived at 8 in the evening, right? It's 10 o'clock now.
Suitcases were eaten from this declaration.
We barely chose from the airport for so long we have never gone.
The airlines were flying here now.
It's not an airline, it's like this for everyone now.
Well, no, well.
So, guys, fly to Bali, immediately go fill this thing, and it's better to fill it at home. Surely it can be filled at home. Here. And then you won't have to spend so much time.
The car is kind of low and stinks of cigarettes. For me, the smell of cigarettes is straight and hellish. That's exactly what's wrong with that. Here, the minus is big.
Friends don't even believe that we are such races already at the ball, that's something. There is something in this, in such moves. Some kind of something.
Not easy.
The feeling of novelty is like this.
But not, on.
A little joy. And then we were sitting in Phuket and no emotions. And that time I flew a little bit.
Nifiga not a little bit, everywhere.
And already some kind of joy, a new place.
We flew all day.
However, we are going to the same villa where we lived before. It has really gone up in price now by about 30%. Well, nothing. The car costs almost the same, well, it has gone up a little by 500,000 somewhere, by 2,500 rubles a month. How do the kids of the movement like you more? I think Bali is easier.
No way. Yes, and easier.
The roads are straight, you go. In general, it feels like the house has already returned home. Already up to the diamond in the course became. And then you come to your hometown, some kind of discomfort. The car was handed over to us without a fuel tank, so we immediately go to the fuel tank. On the left side of the gas tank. So what kind of car only in the dark didn't even look? An old one. So, well, there's gasoline for you here. This turns out to be 45 rubles 1 liter. Generally inexpensive compared to the package. Oh, friends, thank God we got there. It was a straight path like with Russia. This is a shorter Bazik, and this is our house. And by the way, it costs 6 million, which is about 25,000 rubles a month. Here's a room like this, there's a kitchen.
Well, cool.
Inexpensive and cozy. Leave our things from last year we left here and here's a New Year's thing. What?
Tomorrow.
Well, by the way, the ceilings are huge. That's the buzz. I like big ceilings, high. Damn, guys, can you imagine? In short, I discovered the loss of my Indonesian permacard. Yesterday I was withdrawing money along the way and probably forgot it at the ATM. By the way, many people forget. Of course, it's very bad time, because I have to pay for housing and there I still had to buy a drone. Also, my bike broke down, it's unclear whether the Soyuz fuel line is there. In general, guys, there's a problem with banks here. In short, I stopped by 2 offices, I stopped by one, they have lunch at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there is no one at all. I went to another branch in the main city, there's such a queue. In short, a person sat in front of me for just an hour. He just sat for an hour and that's it. There were only 2 windows, well, I couldn't wait, so I sat for an hour, there was only 1 person left. There's like 7 in front of me. I'm generally in a figa. It's just that in order to get your card back its tin, you have to try. In general, guys, I went to the bank 3 times today. For the 3rd time, right under the very closing there. Phew, I arrived in about half an hour, but somehow I managed. In general, there's a little bit of business there. They just give you the same card. You pay 20,000, it's 100 rubles and that's it. That's it. But to stand in line, it's just a complete tin. As in the Solidarity Bank, I remembered how in St. Petersburg I came to the Solidarity Bank to make a Union Pay card. That was the same story. I also left there 3 times, took a walk there, and looked at all of St. Petersburg. I came 3 times before my turn came. Here, I managed to redo a lot of things. And now we are going to buy a DJ avatar, because I drowned the 35th blue, and there the payment of the regulator burned down. There's a 4-in-1 fee, it's expensive. Moreover, in Russia it costs 3,000 rubles from the AliExpress, and here it already costs around 9, that is, 3 times more expensive. So something is somehow too lazy to pay 3 times more expensive, as if they are breeding for Vok. In general, I decided to take a DJ and try cotton wool. She continues to fly and somehow more safely. Let's try to take pictures on it. By the way, I have already paid for it. It came out in rubles 40,000 8,700,000 rupees. Now there the seller has to connect it all to me, because I don't know how it's done. In the meantime, I went to the bank and restored my card. I'll be right there, we'll check it out. You understood, there are such streets in Dan Pazer. Now if the wheelbarrow goes towards you, then there will be a drop, and there it goes. It's going to be Capets right now. Well, I think we'll have time. I need to turn left here. Damn, here's a goat in my place got up. Turn it on, now. There should be. And like links. In general, we could not connect, because we need to update the glasses, update the remote control. That's the way things are. And through the computer. And now I'm afraid that after the update, my FSI mod will fly off and the drone will fly very close. In short, while I was away, Bershov handed over the bike so that he could ride back and forth there. The guy, he went, says he broke down on the first day and won't start anymore. I arrived, now I pushed, or rather just went down the hill. The bike started up. Then I'll go to the service now, I'll drive them away, let them check what we have there, what problems. Guys traveled, it turned out to be overheating in one place. I got up, the bike is hot like the stove, and again this fucking fan does not start. What the fuck? To change it before leaving. It seems to be spinning. Maybe the connector flew off or the fuse. If there is a fuse, then it goes to the ignition. Then nothing would work at all. That's what sunsets are at the ball. Friends, take a look here. When she was here, they unearthed everything. Villas will be built there, all Bali is being built up. We set it as Phuket. Today, in general, for the first time in 3 days since I arrived in Bali, I swam. Look, the ocean is raging. This is not the sea in Thailand. And the truth is the sea is muddy from the swamp. And the beach well Sajala found a brand new Tursky Pinsky was generally cool.